It's your host, Jude, on 45 TV. We are here today again to delve into the political matters bothering you and I in Ghana. As we all know, it is that season again. Politicians are going to come up with all sort of slogans. Sloganeering has become the thing in Ghana. They're going to come up with all sort of mantras. They're going to come up with all sort of songs. They're going to burn our ears with their manifestos. But the most important thing is you. You matter. Your decision goes a long way to build Mother Ghana. How do you want to see Ghana? Not in the next 4 years, in the next decade. For that reason, we are here as concerned Ghanaians to look at the political matters and the political atmosphere, what's going on. We will give our best. We don't side in a political party. We don't side with any political party. Our understanding of what will make Mother Ghana a better place for everyone to live and dwell. That's why we are here. With me here is Kosa for today's edition of the political show on 45 TV. Hi, Kosa. You're welcome.
Thank you, my brother.
How you doing?
No bad. Everything is good.
Everything is great?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So how do you see that political atmosphere going on in Ghana?
I would say funny. For the past 3 days, 4 days, it's been some kind of comic going on in Ghana.
Well, you can call it comic, but this is what defines the Ghana we have today. We have lots of issues to discuss today, and it's important to let our viewers know. Today we'll be touching base on the heated topics, matters for discussion in Ghana, which is the Vice President laying out his policy agenda for Ghana. We'll talk about it. And then also, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it in a bit. And what I want us to look at is the tax system in Ghana. I quite remember when we were young, there used to be a certain verse in the Bible, where the king used to tax the people so much and tax them. And when the king died, his son took over and he said, if my father taxed you, you should be well aware that I'm coming to tax you times 3. That has become the Ghanaian situation. So we'll look at the levies and the taxes in Ghana.
That fits perfectly, though.
Yes, it does. So we'll look at that.
That means Baumia is coming to kill them if they let him.
No, we'll come to the vice president, Baumia. Yeah. So
that's it directly.
Well. We'll come there. We'll come there. So we'll look at that. But first and foremost, before we take a quick break, right? First and foremost, I want us to look at the Electoral Commission. The Electoral Commission, who is supposed to be the referee in the elections, is saying something. The opposition to is saying another thing. So we'll start with that. Then we'll take on the other. So about the Electoral Commission.
Right.
The Electoral Commission has a committee where all of the political parties meet to judge on matters regarding elections and how the elections should be conducted. Lately, Electoral Commission has, developed some tough skin. I don't know how we say this. We call it in Cree, as in like it's not argument, but like as in that whenever they take a decision, nobody can.
They can't go back on their words or something.
Yes, yes. Nobody can influence or nobody can, maybe talk something into their ears to change their minds or whatnot, right?
Right.
But so they had issues with the opposition party, which is the NDC. The NDC has not been attending the Inter-Party Advisory Committee, IPAC, for a long time. Right. But the Electoral Commission extended a an olive branch to them and said, "Oh, we missed the NDC. They should come back so that we all sit and then discuss." And then, I think the NDC accepted, and then it went for the quite recent IPAC meeting. So we don't know what's discussed there, but a communique came out from the Electoral Commission. And guess what? Electoral Commission says that they are proposing that the election date be changed from December 7th to November.
Why?
Good. So before we look at the why, we have to ask the constitutional question. To the best of my knowledge, December 7th is enshrined in the Constitution. Right?
Yeah.
So having this discussion with these parties and trying to force it down their throat, I think the Electoral Commission is trying to clandestinely do something.
There's an agenda in there.
There is a clear agenda, and there's like some level of, before it goes to Parliament, there's some level of illegality there, trying to get people to vote. Because
Even
it's a
the whole registration thing has been,
my brother, if I want to tell you
mysterious.
what they do. Yes.
A whole lot of
the whole registration thing. You should visit these centers. You see how they beat people there. I want to come and register my name. To go and express what my fundamental franchise or like freedom.
Right.
Who I want to vote. Then they're going to beat people. You go to wake up 4:30. We are so archaic and backdated when it comes to how we run these things. But they put out a communique saying that, all the political parties agreed that we should change the date. Quickly.
For real?
Quickly. Hold on. Quickly. Their biggest adversary, the Electoral Commission, who is supposed to be the referee, has become an opposition or like a party itself. So their biggest adversary, which is the NDC, they came out and said, no. We never agreed to anything. The Electoral Commission is peddling some falsehood.
So
And
that
we
means
do not agree.
by this submission means that this the Electoral Commission guys are trying their best to push it
100%.
down the throat. Like 100%. They don't
100%.
even care
So, look,
at this point, because if
look,
if they came out boldly to tell Ghanaians that the opposition has agreed that we're gonna have this election on this particular date,
they actually taking the whole issue to the court of public
respect whatsoever.
100%. This is what the minority parties with the NDC or along with the NDC have been talking about. Under the regime of Madame Jean Mensah, the way she's handling the Electoral Commission, it needs to be taken a second look at.
She thinks she's some sort of another president.
Well, that is what, in my opinion, the judges in Ghana, have done. They've emboldened her to be able to do whatever she wants. She's not answerable to no one.
Because I also think that all these guys are in the same party. You get what I'm saying?
Well, I cannot say that. That would be a little far-fetching.
No, I don't think so. Because you're saying the judges are kind of supporting her.
No, yes, because
whatever she's doing. But I also think that
I want
all these judges.
I want our viewers to understand why I said that, so they will not put my head on the chopping board. Right. The reason why I'm saying the judges have emboldened Madame Jean Mensah is because in the 2016 elections, right, I am of the view that being the referee, one party is not happy with the results, and you go to court to talk about these results. Now, the judges allow the party that is not happy with the results, to present their case. You brought them into the witness box. You heard their side. I think it is only fair to hear the side of the referee. However, the unique thing that happened with the election petition in 2016, the judges said they will not invite the Electoral Commission, even though she was present in court. When the opposition said they had questions to ask her, the judges insisted that they will not. That way, I felt, and this is my opinion, I'm starting my own opinion, the judges said they will not allow her, and that way, it emboldened her to want to do anything. Now, why do I keep using the word embolden her? Let me quickly say this, then you can come in. I'm using embolden because in the history of Ghana, it was only in 2016 that the Electoral Commission put out the wrong numbers and apologized to Ghanaians, then corrected these numbers. So for the Electoral Commission to...
Which happened to be wrong again.
100%. For the third time. Same, under the same person. Right? So I believe that for an Electoral Commission, now, an Electoral Commissioner to do this in that capacity, we have to hold that office to like a very, very high standard. If not for the opposition pushing the agenda, the judges should have questions for the Electoral Commissioner.
You're right.
On the basis of the numbers. Our judges are supposed to be unbiased no matter what. The respect we have for the Electoral Commission is in fact, we have ×4 that respect for our judges. Today, it's not, I know this topic is not one of the ones we're going to discuss, but I want to say that our judiciary, to a large extent, I hope I'm not prejudicing the courts, but to a large extent has become a laughing stock. Because people, and for that matter, Ghanaians, don't feel that justice is done or justice is served in our courts.
But this is like, aside all this, I'm not trying to
prejudice the court, yes.
But like, aside all this, bro, it has been ages, bro. Not now. Like, Ghanaians already know. They don't even trust them at all.
It used to be better.
Well, it used to be better.
It used to be better.
But of late, Ghanaians don't trust the judiciary. No.
Yes.
Right now, if you steal somebody's stuff, their boy is the option. Because of course, their boy is the option. What do you think, bro? Like,
yes,
they're not gonna go through the judiciary system because they know it's flawed. You know, and then a lot of
but we need. I don't know if we said this the last time
stuff like that
on the show, but we do need an overhaul of all our public institutions because the level of distrust and professionalism and corruption is so bad. It has become normalized. The normalization of that needs to be looked at. So, coming back to the topic, the NDC said, we don't know anything about it. These guys played the wrong card, the EC. They wanted to sacrifice the NDC in the court of public opinion, but the NDC said, we don't know anything. We were there, yes. We never discussed this. And even if we did, we said no.
Wait, so that was a trap?
It is. Wow. I'm using it is because it's still ongoing. It is.
It's crazy. So now they're not changing their mind concerning now.
No, the Electoral Commission cannot act now unless they are still in bed with the MPP. What I mean by that is this is going to go to Parliament, right? If they actually need that change, it cannot just parliamentarians cannot just change it. There has to be a referendum, right, to change that constitutional provision. And, we know what happens with referendum. We've seen lately what happened with referendum, how government is able to push its way through. But we are not here to opine conspiracy theories or project conspiracies over here. But, we are here to just do justice to the topic. Now, the other topic, the one you've been waiting for, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, 2024 presidential candidate.
The
you see that
president.
Yeah. They said,
from economical president to digitalization president.
No, but over there, I think I do understand him. Digitalization is part of economics.
It is.
Yes. So,
but it's not it's not right now as it is. It's not a driving force.
But I want your opinion on something before we delve into other matters. I want you to speak to our viewers about what you think of the 2024 presidential candidates. We have three now. Before we're going to come to the Messiah, the economic Messiah, Bawumia. That's what he's called in his party, though. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I want your thoughts, just your general thoughts. Then.
Okay, so we have John Mahama.
John
Mahama.
Yes.
Dramani, right?
Yes, John Dramani Mahama.
Dramani Mahama, right? And then we have Caesar.
Yes.
Cheddar.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and then we have Bawumia.
Yes.
Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia.
Yes, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia.
Yeah.
These are the three main contenders. Oh, and you forget.
And then
we have
who?
Yeah, Mr. Kojo Alan Chermantin.
Alan Chermantin. Oh, independent candidates, right? And then what about CPP? They done?
Sadly.
For real?
So
and
I don't think that.
What about
Ivor Green Street is going to run again.
Who?
That's it. That used to be the presidential candidate. The man in the wheelchair. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was still Parkwesi Indum.
Parkwesi Indum had his party PPP. Yeah, so before 2012, there was a whole issue with the CPP. Dr. Indum felt that the CPP didn't project his views and he didn't want to engage in all those local machinations, diabolic politics and whatnot. So he formed his own party, PPP. They gained more grounds than the CPP. Yeah, but Dr. Indum.
So PPP is still functioning, right?
Yes, it's still a political party. They are just pushing people into the parliamentary space now. I don't know if they have any presidential candidate. What I can say is I am not convinced Dr. Indum will be running because Dr. Indum is faced with a lot of issues under this government, Yes.
I see. So, without being said, I'll talk briefly about the three main,
Yes. The four main.
Yeah, four main.
Don't discount Mr. Alan Kojo Chermantin.
For me, I think I will start with Dr. Is he a doctor?
Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia?
No, not Bawumia. Alan Chermantin.
No, he's not a doctor. He's an economist, but he's not a doctor.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's Mr. Alan Kojo Chermantin.
Right. So for him, I think that he's been with MPP for a very long time.
Yes.
And with that being said, he has garnered a lot of support from the MPP and their supporters, right? So with him parting ways with MPP and all that, some of the MPP supporters feel betrayed by him, that they were expecting him to support Bawumia or be behind him or something like that, you know what I'm saying?
But he also said he wasn't treated properly.
Yeah, but then again, it's a team, right? You're not gonna have an organization. You're not gonna have everything perfect all the time. You know what I'm saying? Somebody must surely take the lead. So if somebody is taking it, it's either you support them or you challenge them. You know what I'm saying? But if you can't beat them, you join the team. You know what I'm saying? Just join them.
But he even left before there was a contest.
But he said, yeah, but already he knew the result. You know what I'm saying? He said he wasn't treated right, and he thinks the election might probably be rigged for someone else.
Yes.
So that's his main reason why he parted ways with them.
We should be fair to Mr. Kojo Alancheman.
But I'm not even talking about.
I understand, but I want us to be fair to him, you know, for the sake of our viewers. You know, Mr. Kojo Alancheman's case and his withdrawal did not come after the second Super Delegate Conference, which was held by the MPP. It came after the first Super Delegate Conference, where 13 candidates had to be drilled down to 5. He came third, right?
Yeah.
Now, his concerns then at the first Super Delegate Conference was that there seemed to be a calculated agenda by the executives of the party and by some unknown people in the party to force a particular candidate down the throat of the party. He has mentioned this prior to the first Super Delegate the first Super Delegate elections. He had brought it to the attention of the chairman of the party, the secretary of the party, who is the CEO of the party, and he's made sure that his concerns have been audible enough. However, whatever it is that he said is being met with deafening silence. He has been quiet for a while, and for the respect of the party, being a founding member of the party, he decided to go for the first Super Delegate Conference. Now, at the first Super Delegate Conference, everything he talked about and more was meted out to him and his apparatchiks. And he believes that, one, justice will not be served or will not be done him. And also, there is the calculated attempt to make him look docile. This is his reason for leaving the party.
So, for somebody who has been with a party of this caliber, right, for a very long time, and then coming out with these concerns and leaving the party, right, that means that when it doesn't favor him, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's not about favoring him.
No, listen let me just finish what I'm about to. Okay. I just want to make my point.
Okay.
Wait, you know what? The thing is, these concerns that he expressed, right, is the same thing that Ghanaians have been saying over the years about what MPP government are doing to the Ghanaian citizens, right? And these are the concerns that have been expressed over and over and over everywhere. You get what I'm saying? But once it was done to him, he left. You understand what I'm trying to say?
I do.
You get what I'm saying?
I do.
He was complaining that this sound one of his whatever.
Yes.
MPP government has been terrorizing Ghanaian citizens. Since last 2016, yes. 2020,
yes.
They've been doing it. Nobody's saying shit. Now they did it to you. You because you feel like, oh, you are part of them and they're not supposed to do that to you. And now that they're doing it to you, you feel like, oh, the same thing he's saying. Look, bro, he said,
my brother, I understand
the concerns very well.
You are saying what is good for the good is good for the gander.
He thinks that what you're doing, there's an calculated effort or whatever to rig the election or whatever. You get what I'm saying? That's why he left. He didn't partake in that election to begin with. The same way, the way he knew that they're gonna do that is the same thing that they did in 2020. That's how he got to know that they could actually do it. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
Because if they haven't done it before, for him to witness it, he won't think that they will be able to do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because how are you going to think that they can do it? Unless you know they've done it before.
True.
And then they were successful. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you know their capabilities. That's why you came out with that consensus. Otherwise you wouldn't. So for somebody like that, like, you know, he can be president.
You just passed the judgment on him.
Bro, it's not like I'm passing judgment. It's by your characters or your character we shall know you, Charlie. So that's the thing. You know, this guy, he's like, if it is not burning me or whatever they call it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And find a home.
Yes.
But as soon as a banner but that's when he start talking and all that.
Now
so
he has learned the lesson that
somebody like this, right? If he sees something wrong, he won't voice it out unless that wrong is being done to him. So if somebody like this becomes president, bro, just think about it.
But he said
nothing changes.
He said he's going to work with all political parties.
You can say that, but bro, he will be working with the same people that this government is working with, because these are the people that he knows and has been working with them for years.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? He's not happy with a couple of people in the party, but not with everybody.
Yeah.
So if unfortunately he becomes president, the people that he's happy with and are still in the MPP, whatever, he's gonna work with them. You get what I'm saying? He's gonna work with them. So these are gonna be the same people he's working with. It's just that they change the government. You know?
Yes, change of government.
Yeah, they just change the people,
or they break the 8.
It will look the same thing.
Yeah,
it's actually the same thing.
It is breaking the 8.
Yeah,
you know. But with a veil.
As soon as he wins, they will welcome him back to MPP. And then it will be like MPP is back on the throne.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So this is not about MPP NDC stuff,
yes,
right?
You are right.
It's just that we're just saying what we are seeing.
100%.
And what is being done.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
So it's not like, we support NDC or we support MPP.
100%.
We're actually voicing out what we see.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? Because all what we are talking about, it is what has already.
And it's very important for viewers to know that, you know, we need to move away from this partisan way of thinking, NDC, MPP. Now, any government that is in power, that government, no matter what, receives the most heat.
Of course.
Which is a fact.
Because you're in charge of the taxes.
100%.
Yeah, of course.
People cannot try to gag anybody or try to say, oh, you are criticizing the government too much. If we don't hold these people, these government officials, if we don't hold their feet to the fire, how would they even be able to deliver? These people travel to Canada, they go to Australia, they go to the UK, they live in the top hotels and whatnot. How about they making our country, our heritage, you know, a country they tell us to be so patriotic to? How about they make these countries look just like these places they go and visit for medical help and for medical assistance and for a vacation and whatnot?
Yeah. So you see, yeah, like I was saying, it's like there's been so many things that I think that is wrong with our government governance and how we conduct our stuff.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But let me finish with the Mr. Alan Tremartin stuff, right? So with Mr. Alan Tremartin, for me, I'm not passing judgment on his presidential run.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that we've seen what he has done. We've seen we've heard his concerns, and we've seen what he has came up with and all that kind of stuff, right? So we can at least predict or see into the future what's going to happen, because at the end of the day, he has some of the MPP supporters, because some of them loved him, even for the fact that he paved the way for Akufo-Addo, our current president, to His Excellency Akufo-Addo to take over
and then lead a party.
Exactly. So he did. People actually love him for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But for me, with the concerns that he expressed, I felt it was against, like, even humanity itself.
Yes.
Because this has been the case for Ghanaians for a very long time. So if you come out because they are doing it to you, I feel like if it's not happening to you, you don't care about it. And if a person like that becomes president, he wouldn't care about what's actually happening on the ground. You get what I'm saying? Because he's up there. If it is not affecting him and his family, he wouldn't care about you guys. And trust me, if they get out there, the gap between those on the ground and those up there is over the roof.
Yeah.
You cannot even imagine, because I don't know if President Akufo-Addo thinks that the ordinary Ghanaian have to go through a whole lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
They don't understand that. Unless now that it's election time, they'll be traveling to the villages, and that's where they will find out that, oh, this places the road hasn't been done. Oh, this places the road is rough. Oh, terrible roads. Oh my God, we can't even go to this. We can't access this village.
I'm happy you said this. It brings to mind something that His Excellency President Nana Akufo-Addo said in the I think last month, that I found very, 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 very disheartening, and I was crestfallen, by his accession. I think the family of the former president, John Atta Mills, went to visit His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo, and the issue came up of autopsy report. All right. So I believe they said the Queen Mother said something about autopsy, and also talked about the deplorable state of Ekumfi. His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo said that he intentionally did not develop Ekumfi because he asked the people of Ekumfi to vote for a particular candidate. They didn't vote for that candidate. For that reason, he withheld development in Ekumfi. That is the most preposterous and wicked statement to make. A president shouldn't be speaking like that.
I know, I understand that, but you know what?
But a president shouldn't be speaking like that.
Today, we should try our best not to talk about His Excellency Akufo-Addo.
No. But you see, because you mentioned his name, and you talked about development and whatnot, know.
Let me finish with the
right. Well, yes.
So, for me, I think Mr. Alan Tremartin should relax a little bit and not waste a lot of money trying to, compete, because it's gonna be tough. At this point, it's gonna be tough. There's no way he's gonna exclude himself from the catastrophe that this MPP government has done. You know what I'm saying?
You're saying that no matter how much he tries to run,
he cannot run.
His hand is down in the kitty. Yeah,
he's already part.
You are saying that that fufu they brought, he definitely did his hand in there.
Charlie,
So his hands are swollen with the soup.
Are you
Yeah. His hands are soiled with the soup.
Charlie, with this guy,
Yeah.
bro, let's not only get my color so cry.
But I think we can move on to cheddar.
Yes, let's go to cheddar.
Yeah.
Well, with cheddar too, I think that he's young, charismatic.
But is that all?
Energetic?
Is it all about the charisma?
Bro. Energetic, right? And he has ideas. Honestly, he has ideas. I'm not trying to say that he's the man for the job, but I also think that it wouldn't be bad if people can reconsider their options. You get what I'm saying? But cheddar is not bad. He's not bad, but he's a businessman as well, like Kennedy Japan kind of stuff, and he's also.
But he doesn't have Kennedy Japan's charisma.
I know, but to each their own, right?
Yes, to each their own.
So this guy is very good, and we haven't seen so much from him in any like in terms of governance, except his personal accolades, like his business build outs and stuff like that. But let's move to so I don't want to talk much.
That's what I want to say.
So
this is what I want to say. I want our viewers to know that we've not heard the policies of these presidential candidates yet.
All
of them. We've not heard their policy directions. We've just heard we've just heard from two of the contenders what they intend on doing. Now, I don't want anybody to get me wrong.
But Cheddar has made mention of some of the stuff that he's.
You know them? I follow them. I follow them keenly. I've not heard anything in terms of policy directions. That is, I want us to be guided. I'm not saying that there is no policy whatsoever.
Oh, right.
I'm trying to say that for the two contenders, which is His Excellency the Vice President, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, he recently came up with something which is one of the things we're going to discuss here. And I know for the NDC, they are talking about the 24-hour economy. Now, the reason why I don't want to call that policies, but I call them agendas, is that they haven't been broken down into sectors. We haven't seen how that is going to impact the country as a whole.
Right.
So I want to say they have an agenda out there, and we don't have we don't have an absolute policy document or policy outline from any of these parties. However, it's important that our viewers hear what Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia said this week. It's important we talk about it, right? So I'm going to save you the burden of trying to talk about what you think of the NDC and what you think of the NPP. But
I'm coming.
Yeah, but it's important. It's important to let our viewers know that we do have for the NDC the 24-hour economy, and then we also have the bold steps for a bright future. That is what the theme for Bawumia's political ambition is about. So the NDC, I'm going to repeat, is the 24-hour economy.
Right. And
then Dr. Bawumia has bold steps for a bright future. Yeah. That's about it. Would you want us delving into Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia? Or
oh yeah, for sure.
Or you still want to give an opinion of the two?
Oh no, we can for the sake of time we should.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. For the sake of time, we can just quickly delve into Dr. Bawumia's speech because it's very important. Our viewers are itching to know their view. They want to hear. So I have this to say. This is my 2 cents about Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. Like I said earlier, we cannot treat government officials with baby gloves. If you're a government official and you are in government, we hold your feet to the fire. You can't say that When it goes bad, you don't know about it. But when it's good, you want all the praise. That, in the world of politics, has a name for itself.
Yeah.
It does. You want to be a leader who is full of praise. I am not saying His Excellency, the Vice President, is a demagogue, but that is how we term it.
If he's ever dreaming of being a leader full of praise, then that's far-fetched.
That it is. So it's demagoguery.
That's like dreaming.
So this is what he said this week
in the Wonderland.
My brother, this is what he said this week, and I want us to look at it. He said that he's not the main driver. He's the driver's mate. Right? So Ghanaians should vote for him. So when he becomes the main driver, he will change a lot of things. So that's one
guy.
I don't
know if it's Kojo Sheldon or something. He said, why a driver he's trying to say the driver is His Excellency.
Right? Yes.
And then he's the mate. Now who mate what to trouble what is the who mate no? What to trouble sounds in Johnny ever can
I said there a mate. So he's not a driver. But when we make him the driver, he's sure to take us to the Canaan, our destined land. Yeah. No, but
the Canaan is supposed to be like a place of
prosperity, right?
Prosperity and stuff like that. But the Canaan this guy is talking about, I think he promises it's a different kind of Canaan.
No, he promises prosperity. But I want us to look at something. What he said as the head of the economic management team, chairman, and what we know to be what we see as the economy today in Ghana. This is what Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia said. He said, as a subcommittee to the cabinet, we do not have any decision-making powers. They don't have any decision-making powers, right?
Yeah.
Now that he has said that, this is what he added. But I am very proud of the quality of advice we have been providing over the years to cabinet.
Are you kidding me? That's contradictory.
Big time.
Come on.
You are saying that, you are happy with the advice you've given government, and government has executed, things based on
on one side, he's saying he doesn't make the decision. So he's trying to say that every good deed that this government has done, he gave that advice.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? And any bad deed that they have done, it was their decision because he wasn't part of it.
Have you ever heard of you're on your own before?
Yeah, I don't even get it, bro. Like, what is he trying to say?
He says government is on their own. He doesn't know what's going on.
No. So you know what happened? You see, with this speech that he made the last time, right? I realized something. It's very, very funny because I think that they're trying to create a new image for Bawumia where President Akufo-Addo is excluded, which doesn't make sense to me. Because if you take, because you know what they did, right? Yeah. They brought Kufuor because they know that Ghanaians will love Kufuor, right?
Yes.
His former president Kufuor. So they know that we love him, and so you know what they're doing. They brought him to the space. Yes. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
So that made him talk.
So you are right. I asked that question. I'm like, why didn't Akufo-Addo?
No, it's imagery. They're trying to create some kind of new image around this
new presidential
new president. Exactly. So that people will forget the fact that he was vice president. You You get what I'm saying? Yes. So now, the common people, right?
But is that not putting His Excellency in a bad light?
He has already done that, though. He just did it. Like, with that statement alone, shows that he's trying to tell us that every bad decisions that that was made by this government, he wasn't part of it. But he is happy that some of the good things that this government has done, he was,
that's what he said in his statement.
Yeah. So clearly he's telling us that this government is not good. Because how can you say that, I was the mate and then the driver, whatever, and then you want to, like, if Ghanaians give you the chance, you want to be the driver. And brother, if you know that your driver was good, he has probably, like that Canaan you're talking about, right? Your driver would have gotten us there. Mm-hmm. So you would be saying that, our driver has gotten us to Canaan. Now I'm here to build Canaan. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I say.
Yes.
But if Obanaga say one for him could do now, but that means you know say he fell short.
He's telling us that. He's telling us that His Excellency Akufo-Addo is the Moses, but he's the Aaron.
Yes. So he's trying to let us know that he does not associate himself with. But bro, let's not get it twisted.
There's something he said that I find very dangerous. We'll come to that, but now that
let's not get it twisted, because these guys, they are the same guys. They will never change. If Ghanaian,
what do you think of this?
Gives a
Bawumia said, Vice President, if he becomes president, he will make national service temporary. So he wouldn't be no longer mandatory for people to do
national service.
Yes.
In a way, it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense at all.
It doesn't, because national service is supposed to give you some sort of experience.
Not only that, you serve the state. That's the only way. We don't have a military system where, like in Singapore or in even in Nigeria, when you finish your education, you do some 6 to 8 months in the military, then you are deployed. Is the concept of national service is not for the beauty or pageantry. It is to serve the state. Now, the state cannot accommodate or cannot soak up all of these people who come out, right? So the state, in conjunction with private entities, right?
Right.
Take up all these people just for them to contribute their quota. That's why with the national service, people are paid allowance and not salaries. But Dr. Bawumia, I don't know his advisor, but he said national service will no longer be mandatory.
He thinks it's a burden on the Ghanaian citizens, you know, because some people don't really, because of the salary and allowance thing, some people don't really make much from that. So he thinks maybe he's thinking it's kind of a burden or something on the citizens. But I think, it doesn't make sense, because on the other hand, it helps the individual, because you'll be getting a whole lot of experience. Let's say if you do it for it's a year, right? So when you're done with the 1 year national service thing, some people get opportunity, they get hired. Some people they don't, but they are able to use that experience to look for jobs somewhere else.
Yeah, but bro,
you know what I'm saying? So if you say, you're gonna make it temporary and it's not gonna,
it's by choice. It's by choice.
Nah, then I don't think it makes sense, because some people, if you do that, then it becomes so hard.
Is that not an avenue for corruption? Is that not an avenue to disqualify some people, or asking to make some people better citizens than the others? Because you're saying it's by choice.
You could say that, actually, but then again, I think it's a way of the government running away from responsibility.
It is,
because They're not trying to find ways to help the individuals to get the citizens to get work experience or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Because they now they realize, oh shoot, there's a lot of students coming out, and we don't have a lot of companies and stuff to accommodate them. So now what do we do? Let's just make it temporary for them. Probably they will give up. There were so many of them. Oh, you know what? These guys, I'm not gonna get any work anyway. So what's the point? You know what I'm saying? Let me just relax and do my own thing and see if it works. So I think that's the agenda right now. Because if he's trying to tell us that he making the national service temporary benefits us, it's not. I don't think it makes sense in any way.
Yeah.
No disrespect though.
No, but listen, you're not being disrespectful. You're speaking as how you see the policy, so that you don't need to apologize for that. Now, about policy. In 2020, in fact, prior to 2016, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia said that it will be illegal to tax mobile money. Let me put it that way. Yeah. It is illegal. He said it's not the right thing to do. No government should do that, and any government that does that is stealing from the people. That is what Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia said in 2016. In 2016, in government, and in 2020, in government. He, as the chairman of the economic management team, proposed e-levy to cabinet, which was sent to parliament and passed. People came out in their anger, brought up videos. We will play some of the videos here where Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, I think, was on Joy FM talking about that, about the reason why you cannot tax mobile money operations. He oversaw that, and we had the e-levy. Today, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is telling us that he will abolish the e-levy.
That's a lie.
Is he playing with the minds of Ghanaians?
I think he is. Because he's known for that though. Like everybody knows him to be like that.
Yes,
like
to play with the minds of Ghanaians.
Yeah. He thinks like we all sell tomatoes and stuff in the market, and we cannot put one or two together.
Yes, I think it's somewhat insulting to Ghanaians.
Of course, you can't just, like, for someone of your caliber, like you can't just come out and then be talking like that. You know what I'm saying? Because you should understand that we know what you're talking about, and then we know the kind of game you play.
I think he just wants to play with the minds of Ghanaians and also win votes, because
you can't win votes with this.
He also said something like elimination of the betting tax, and he's going to eliminate VAT on electricity.
That's a lie.
But that's quite a bold statement from you.
No, that's a lie. It's a straight up lie. How is he going to... Bro, you just understand this for a sec. Right now, they are telling us the reason why they implemented all these taxes stuff, right, was the fact that they didn't have no money. And they were going to IMF or whatever. So now... you come back to tell us, oh, I'm going to abolish this. I'm going to abolish that. I'm going to abolish. Now, all of a sudden, you have money. Where did you get that money from?
Exactly. So I agree with you. I align with your thought, because my view is government is tasking us, the tax our government is collecting is taxing us to death, right? In fact, even now, death, it looks like government will still tax us, right?
Yeah,
because it said there is no revenue.
My question is, if you're telling me you're going to abolish it,
yes,
when you come into power,
so why are you getting
as if you're not in power right now? You are in power. Just abolish it. Then we know you can actually do it.
Same thing everyone is saying.
So if you can't do it right now, you cannot do it later. That's the thing. And this guy keeps saying all sorts of stuff that will like put like I don't know some honey on the taste of Ghanaian on the tongue of Ghanaian citizens,
Yeah.
so that when they lick it, they'll be like, this guy is really really nice. he's saying what we want.
Yeah. Yeah.
At this point, he's trying to tell us that I will do whatever you guys want. You just vote me into power, because what he's saying is not applicable. Like,
Even the average market woman.
he will just be taxing us more.
Yeah.
Now, somebody who is an economist, the whole economy now, it's based on taxing the Charlie.
But he
in the midst of him saying this,
Don't
I'm
forget-
not saying introducing new tax.
and that is our next topic to discuss. That's our next topic to discuss.
So
But
you
don't
find
forget,
it weird, like
Dr. Bawumia, before the MPP ever came to government, he said we are moving from taxation to production. Don't forget,
Charlie.
when they came to power, they said most taxes were nuisance tax.
Right.
They abolished tax. They, in all the Obatampa, Ajinkwan, the whatever budget that they read, they said,
But it's funny how they named their budget too,
yeah.
When they say Obatapa, I was like, they can't keep that. I say, Ajengwa, that was Charlie, you don't go hell.
Yes.
So
So
that's wicked.
Ajinkwa, Obatampa, all these their budgets is all full of taxes. Tax. It takes us to our next segment, which is we're going to discuss the emissions tax. I have something to say about that briefly, then I'll let you come in.
Okay.
So, emissions tax, if you look at it on the face value, it shouldn't be a bad tax, because such a tax is in line with the Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations. And every country that is a member of the United Nations should make an effort to reduce carbon emissions from their country. Now, countries like Canada, the US, and China is the leading producer of carbon dioxide in the whole world. These countries, before trying to put or apply any form of taxes, they made sure they put in a mechanism which becomes an alternative to, one, punish those who are still using fossil fuel, right? Who are still using combustible engines, to punish them, to try and also motivate them to move on to sustainable energy consumptions, right? Now, they put in the measures. That's a government that cares for its people. In Ghana today, doomsday is still a problem. In Ghana today,
I'm just imagining.
yeah, you hold on.
I'm just imagining an EV.
Yes. No, I'm coming there. In Ghana today,
and doomsday everywhere.
Yeah, apart from
stranded.
Yes, apart from doomsday being a problem, in Ghana today, we are unable to generate any proper form of electricity besides the hydrothermal electricity. We said we were looking at solar, but solar has become a big, big problem. We have a government that believes in sloganeering, like Ghana beyond aid. But look at us. our creditworthiness is in junk situation, right? The day the president declared Ghana beyond aid, the next week we were before the IMF trying to seek aid, right? Now, we don't have any proper mechanism to even project and promote solar. We don't have anything. The cars we get in Ghana or the cars that are brought into Ghana, I can tell you that 43% of them are not brand new cars. They are not cars that have just come out from the manufacturing companies. Most cars on the street of Ghana are slightly used or, stolen vehicles, right? Government hasn't put in any measure to deal with those issues. Besides the fact, the companies that run manufacturing in Ghana, government hasn't put in any mechanism to supplement them to use different forms of energies to produce whatever they are producing to keep the economy going. Now, I talked about electricity. Besides the hydro, government has not looked at different avenues where homes can become energy efficient, right? When they use the appliances and whatnot and not emit a lot of carbon dioxide. Now, government hasn't done its due diligence. However, government has applied a draconian tax. Besides e-levy, besides boiler tax, besides COVID tax, COVID is over, but we're still paying COVID tax. Besides NHS tax, government in its right mind, without doing any due diligence on its part, because it has the powers to, government on February 3rd, imposed an emission levy on Ghanaians.
It's sad. It is sad because you know what? If you look at on this same subject, right? Like you said, there hasn't been any preparation whatsoever for this tax to be imposed on Ghanaians, because before this would have taken place in the first place, they should have probably set up some kind of easement, or some kind of transition.
100%.
For Ghanaians with combustion engines vehicles, so that they can transition from that to the EVs and stuff. I mean, the electric automobiles, but they did not. They just straight away, because I checked on Google Map to see how many EV charging stations there are in Accra. Bro, it's so sad. You don't have any government, you wouldn't find any government EV charging stations that has been done by government, you wouldn't find that many. You have to go to Legon, and these are private charging stations.
100%.
And let's say if 20,000 people in Accra own EVs. Where are they charging it? In their homes? Doesn't make sense.
It doesn't.
Because if you can afford the car, right? And then let's say you get this mobile charger or connector that you can just connect to your power outlet or whatever, and then it will convert it and then it will charge your vehicle or whatever. If you can get that, that's cool. But let's again talk about doing so. If I have work and I park my car to charge it whilst I was sleeping, and there's doing so throughout the whole night, how do I go to work the next day?
Right.
Now I have to go back to these people that you are taxing,
punishing.
You get what I'm saying? I have to go to the trotro or call your friend, say Uber or whatever. So that means it's more money for me because I'm losing everywhere. You get what I'm saying? So it doesn't make sense for you to impose this when you know that you haven't done anything to encourage people to transition from that combustion to electric vehicles. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
So it doesn't even make sense at all with the charging stuff. Because when you come to a proper, they're saying, oh, South Africa has it. And I think one other African country. And I'm saying, nah, it doesn't make sense. The fact that other countries have it doesn't mean you should.
I think
you haven't done anything.
You're comparing apples to oranges. When you want to compare, not you.
Both of them are sweet.
Sorry, you're comparing. That's right. Apples to maybe sour lemon or something.
Charlie.
Yeah.
Oh, you cry apple to your friends.
Alansa or what? Yeah.
Charlie.
It's
weird.
It's so bad. This emissions tax. Drivers will be paying some, I think, 30 to 300 Ghana cedis. Besides that, every consumer, as I learned from this month onwards, will be paying an additional 26 Ghana cedis every month on top of the electricity bill, on top of the VAT they are paying on the electricity bill. And another issue we are going to be discussing, is the 15% VAT that has been slapped on Ghanaians. Can you tell me, what do you think is the crime of Ghanaians? Why do Ghanaians deserve this?
I don't know. Because when you have a government that spends a lot, you know what I'm saying? They have to keep their cash flow coming in. You get what I'm saying? Because that's how it is. If you don't have the cash flow, how are you going to spend?
Yep.
So for them to get money, that's, I think, their way of doing it.
Yeah, but
because they are not being creative. They just
they are burdening Ghanaians.
They are not being creative.
They are taxing them to their death.
Making money for the country. They are being creative with sucking money from the Ghanaian citizens.
Yes. So about sucking money from the Ghanaian citizens. So this week, the GPRTU, TUC, Food and Beverages Association of Ghana, this AGI, right? This concern groups, that run the whole economic activities in Ghana. They came out with a demonstration, right? They said they reject this emissions tax. What's your view on it?
Well, yeah, they should, as they should. Because they weren't even consulted in the first place. Because when I read it from, I think it was from BBC or something, they were saying whatever association?
The food, yes, the Food and Beverages Association of Ghana. They called it anti-sensitive and anti-business, the tax. Yeah.
Yeah. For that, I think, when Ghanaians, we don't normally pay attention to this VAT, because most people are not even aware. If you're buying food, you just, 50 Ghana, you just pay. You don't even think that 50 Ghana you just paid, 15% of it is going into taxes or into the VAT tax, because they have a whole lot of, even when you buy food, you pay COVID tax. Or
yes, we pay COVID tax, yes.
So they have a whole lot of taxes that we're paying, we unconsciously paying for that we don't know. So with this one, I think it doesn't even surprise me. And I think it's very bad and sad that they're doing this. And they have every right to go for demonstration, to demonstrate, and then let the government know that they are not happy with their decisions. You know what I'm saying? Because, it's very terrible. In a span of almost 2 months or a month and a half into New Year, and you imposing so many taxes like this, And I see it in a way that they're trying to make more money for the next year, for this year's election. You get what I'm saying? Because at this point, the government has made us known that they don't have money. So they're trying to raise money for their election, or they have money but not money for Ghanaians, or maybe money for their own pocket or some sort. You know what I'm saying? Or money for their retirement once they leave office. So I don't know about us, but it is what it is now. 2024, we get to have the opportunity to vote and make our decisions. So time will only tell. But as it is right now, if there's any demonstration going on, everybody should jump on it and be part of it, because it's insane. All this is you're gonna get a ripple effect. If somebody's demonstrating and you're not participating, or you think, oh, it's their own cup of tea, they will come back, sit home, and then also put on the tax on their product, and you will be the one purchasing those products, and then you would be the one paying it. So they're actually fighting for you. So if you're sitting home and you feel like you don't want to jump in on it and then help them demonstrate and stuff like that, it will bounce back to you.
I think the government should know when enough is enough. How much is too much at this point?
My brother, kunye preko no be fiso, so kunye preko. You won't finish that scratch.
So when if
you know the calculations they have done.
My whole point is when His Excellency did the Kumi Preko demonstration, he led it.
Oh, sir.
Yes,
I know.
He led the demonstration. Then is this what he was trying to tell us?
There was a documentary or something like that about that, and they said, oh. They kind of projected him as the leader for it, but honestly, it wasn't him or something.
Yeah, it's true. I've heard conveyance of
when he got violent or something. He
did run away though. But what I heard from the conveyance of that organization or that demonstration, they said when this Kwesi Pratt, Dr. Reku Brobe, and then this lawyer that has just passed on, his lawyer, I forget his name. Yeah. They have all come out to speak though. And they said, well, they came together and they put whatever they wanted to say down, and they made him the spokesperson. That's how he gained his popularity, because he became the spokesperson of the group.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I see.
Yeah. Yes. It's so sad. Well, viewers, we've brought you another riveting topic. Ghana, as we all know it, is ours to maintain and keep. We will keep talking about the issues. We will not fret. We will keep hammering government officials, be it NDC or MPP or Butterfly, Afrofrantor, or the new face, or whatever color, name, or political organization it be. We promise to bring you more episodes, and we promise to go hard. We promise to keep speaking to government that's the heart desires of its citizens. We thank you for listening. Today, it's me, Jude, and Kosa on the Political Show, 45 TV. We'll see you next time. Cheers. Subscribe, comment, share, keep sharing. Share the page. Let everybody in Ghana hear of us. We thank you for spending your few moments to watch us. We promise to bring you quality, nothing but quality. Thank you.